Hello there. This is me trying to come up with a new idea of how to make visuals for our letter videos. So if this gets annoying, let me know. Did you like the way I'm moving it, like pretending like I'm alive? Yeah. Well, I just got your messages. I made some notes, and I thought I would just respond real quickly about where and what that is all about. I had made a video 3 days ago, but I don't think it's up to date and I probably missed a lot. Anyway, I'm just going to hit right into it. Julie is a true story. Back in May, I got a phone call from an unnamed a governmental source asking me questions about a girl from summer camp in 1973, 74, and they wouldn't tell me what the heck was going on and why they were asking me. All I know is that she's a rabbi and she's probably very pro-Israel. Anyway, that's kind of what that was all about. Um, Before I go on, the tuning thing is it's just it kills me. But like I said, I'm going to start changing what I do and how I do it. But there's a couple more that I'm going to probably try to flesh out from the original, March, April, May, June demos that I recorded. So onwards and upwards. Um, Again, I think the last thing I wrote down on your message was, I'm not going to share this with anybody, but it's just out there because I needed a place to store everything that I can get to. Because of the point of no concern has now officially like disappeared off of the off of my phone and the internet because of the like a 60-day kind of like you can listen and then it's going to be erased situation that I wasn't quite aware of, but that's what's happened. So I'm still going to go back over those and just kind of like trim it down and redo what I can. But I think the mixing got better on this one, so there you go. Wow, SASP and the EP thing didn't even occur to me. Man, that was, and I have like four different versions of the cover, and I just sent the last one, not even thinking about using the contradicting terms of EP and SASP. It's like, oh man. Okay, good point. Good point. Okay, so I like Julie, and that's why I put it up front. And I feel that these seven songs kind of fit the art really well. So it just seems to be like a very put together kind of thing. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because it's nothing is real. Anyway, Messy. Probably from March. I think that songs like Messy and Tell Her Where She Can Go and even She's Got No Soul was from that period after writing degenerate-ish songs that this was like the transition into the stuff that I started to do, like like the concern. So it's kind of like I don't know, it's my rubber soul and my revolver into into whatever. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. Messy was one of those songs. I didn't want to do a guitar solo beyond that. Um, I have tuned, I have kind of solved a lot of the getting the guitars closer in the tune, but I can't do anything with the initial acoustic guitar, which was just like thrown together after writing. So never intending to use these things, but as I have. But anyway, I know what they're for. So that's that. But it is frustrating, and I got frustrated when reading like the damn out of tune guitar thing. So it's like, So that's that. Um, that's a short song too, but that's kind of from that period where I was trying to keep it between 2 and 3 minutes, and so is She's Got No Soul. So Tell Her Where She Can Go is the first time that I didn't use the iPhone drums and bass. That's all kind of me playing it. So there's a different sound. So I do have the capacity of doing better drums. And I think that's kind of where I'm going to go, which is going to take a lot of time, but that's what I want to do. The next thing I do, I think I want to make it more like releasable. So I'm going to see what I can do starting from scratch with songs that I've written and and trying to make them sound as the best I can. That'll be the next kind of goal, if you would. So Tell Her Where She Can Go is definitely like, if you think about it, it's a degenerate kind of thing. Trying to keep the lyrics kind of a little bit more grown up, but that's definitely the last of the Kim songs that I'm ever going to do. But this time out, you know, all the kind of like overbearing girl songs that I tend to do over the years, this one was kind of related to like, okay, so now I have a new wife and I'm going to be talking to her about Kim. So, you know, there's that. So, okay, so Warming Up to You, that was written around, I'm going to say in May. Yeah, I'm going to say around May. And I wasn't sure the angle of the lyrics on that one, but I just decided after reading all these posts from friends from high school and their 35, 40-year relationships with their wives or, you know, or their spouses, you know, that I would like jump into the fray and say, you know, as because I'm never going to have a long lasting relationship, not at this point. And so I just kind of was doing that for them. I mean, it's like, but I putting my own personal touch in there, saying like, okay, we're both damaged. Let's just make this official, kind of thing. So that's what that was. So that's kind of a true story too. I'm not sure. Messi is definitely a true story. Just to let you, you know, that's kind of like what I was feeling. But that's me trying to put a more of a serious lyrical content into a genre of music that may not fit with or may, I don't know, but that's just trying to make a grown up DG song. And so was Tell Her Where She Can Go. That's definitely like a trying to make a grown up DG song. um, I'm not sure if I would use those two on anything that would go beyond the, you know, the Tascam era, basically. Um, so Warming Up to You, you know, there's just tons of riffs, but I'm just trying to be economical as much as possible, and I just used a couple that I really like, but I just can't get away from the acoustic guitar, you know, and it's probably the B string. So, you know, just it's horrifying sometimes, I know, and I'm sorry that I put you through that. But and Turn to Hate, if you think about it, is out of tune because that was the worst one. But initially, that's probably from March or February even. But I got a great drum sound because I was playing the acoustic guitar without a pick. I was just using my fingernails, and the iPhone actually gave me that beat. So it's like, well, there's not much I can really do with this. It's very staccato, you know. And so I put that piano sound on it. That's not an organ; it's actually a piano. But I didn't want it to interfere, so I tried to make it louder in certain places. And I really liked that trumpet solo. That was fun. Um, I didn't want to make it silly, but that's definitely the first song that I've done in years that were the lyrics were written before the song was written. So that's definitely like Messi trying to put serious lyrics into a genre. It's an experiment. I may be over it. I'm not sure, but you know, definitely Kinks. So there's that. I'm very surprised that you took the "She's Got No Soul" as the most Haber-esque. That's interesting. That's such a chorus verse thing that it was. You know, it's only like 2 minutes and 27 seconds or something like that. So obviously it comes from that, you know, leaving the DG mode into trying to come up with what I'm doing and experimenting with the writing. But I like it too, and that's why it's there. It's almost kind of. I like the way you say dark lyrics. I wasn't sure the lyrics were up to par with everything else, but there's a couple good lines in there. My initial thought on that one was that the chorus should have been repeated at the end, which would have made it in close to the 3 minute mark. But that was the initial recording, so it just had a vibe about it. So that's why it's here. but that may be something that I actually will attempt to work on the lyrics and see if there's anything else I can do with it. I have that in mind. And the Life Will Roll On. I was not sure about those. The keyboard arrangement. That's called Chicago brass or something, and it will play three different instruments if you just do a triad chord. Like C, E, and G. It will play three different instruments, which I thought was fascinating. So as I was moving the fingers around, it just kind of brought things up, like the trumpet would come in or the sax or the trombone would come in, just because that's the first finger. That it was like the root or the third or the fifth, depends on which finger hit the key first, is what became the dominant instrument. So that was fun. I spent a lot of time on those lyrics. um, it was initially going to be part of the Point of No Concern, but it just, I didn't feel it belonged. And it's for people like you guys, like you, that just seem to come into my life and drop me a note, pop in, and just at the right time, and just kind of make me feel good. So there's not many people doing that, but it's definitely directed to you, is what I was going to say in the most general of ways, because it'd be kind of creepy if I wrote a song for you, but you know. Anyway, I don't know if I'm missing anything. I'm afraid to leave the recording and look at your notes, but I just wanted to give you like a general run through. I enjoyed making this one. It was just more of just spontaneous, but thought put into what I was using, and of course a lot of experimentation with the MIDI as far as how the sounds work out. I really love that Mellotron thing on "She's Got No Soul." That it's in there. If you hear it, it's on the top, but trying not to interfere with anything. That's about it. I appreciate you taking a look at it and listening. I just wanted to let you hear, that I know what it is, and I know what the faults are, and it's like, ugh, is what all I have to say about that. But just my hand movement here is making me feel like this picture is alive. You're hearing my thoughts without my mind, without my mouth moving. All right, I'm gonna do this one real quick and send it to you. I still plan on doing the Concern, stripping that down, like I said, and just kind of getting it more to where I find that it's listenable, or trying to get rid of the big orchestra stuff, which is all I was really comfortable with at that point back then, September or so, August. I'm like, I really want to do a couple where I'm writing the drums on my computer and then transposing them to the Tascam so I can get those sounds. I've experimented with acoustic guitar in tune, of course, and it picks it up really well with this mic. And I'll just have to do a keyboard bass, as I don't own a bass anymore. But just to make it a little bit more something that I would feel comfortable sharing with people. So there you are. I'm not trying to contradict everything we've been talking about over the last 2 months, and as far as sharing and who cares. It's just that I don't know. I might have slipped into, like, I don't want people to listen to, or even see like sketches of, like, of an art piece that I plan. But I'm gonna keep writing and keep doing these things until I get into a groove where there's 10, 14 songs that I'm really, really happy with, and then work from that point too. So more on the way. I'm under 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go. Again, thank you very, very much, and for all your insight. And oh, the lazy fair thing. I wanted to, before that went away. I was almost laughing at the at my pronunciation of laissez-faire. It was, which kind of ended up on you may hear me kind of like the way I pronounce a couple words afterwards on the lead vocal. It's just, but I just thought it was funny. And then of course I said like, well, that's great, laissez faire. It's just for the laid back attitude of this whole SASP. And so okay, that's the title. Um, I wasn't trying to do a character on Tell Her Where She Can Go. That's just trying to keep it out of full like chest voice and make it more not hollering. I think that song is in a key that I would have to really project, and I just don't like my voice when it gets gravelly too much. So, but anyway, now I passed the 15-minute mark. All right, appreciate it. Um, yeah, send me a video sometime. Let me know what's going on. Okay? Okay. Love you. Thanks for everything. Bye.